What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video, we're going to check out some awesome battles submitted to the channel by a member of the community, AJ Grossest. I'm going to guess that's how you pronounce it there. We have double electric here, which is pretty cool. We got Charizard, Magnezone, and Electivire, which is going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. My first initial thoughts, and I'm sure you guys have the exact same ones, is I want to see what this team does against a Swampert. Obviously, Swampert can completely handle this team because of the typings and coverage. So we'll have to see, but honestly, if you don't see Swamperts, this team could have a lot of play. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this team in these battles, and let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, getting into the first battle here, we have Charizard on the lead for Mirror Fight. Here we go, starting off with a dragon that's not a dragon. Oh, they're going to swap out into Electivire, and we do see a Venusaur now come in. This is what's very interesting about the Electivire safe swap, is it has access to Ice Punch, which is definitely devastating for Pokemon like Venusaur, and it can spam it very quickly. As you can see, it's already at 2 Ice Punches before Venusaur can get to 1 Frenzy Plant. So this is going to be forcing a shield right there. Now, they may opt to let this go. We'll have to see what they decide to do here, and it looks like they're going to go ahead and shield. They want to get a second shield right here if they can, or completely switch this mid-game, but Venusaur does get to the next Frenzy Plant in time, so Electivire will be going down there, and we're going to see that Charizard come in and farm down for a lot of energy. It's going to need to be careful about the Sludge Bomb. It's going to do quite a bit of neutral damage, but the energy it can gain right here is going to be very, very strong to apply a lot of pressure to get that final shield. Now, we do see a swap into Obstagoon, actually, so they're deciding to save Venusaur, which actually isn't going to do too well against the Magnezone in the back, but here comes a Blast Burn from the Charizard, and it lands for a lot of neutral damage, and this is a really great situation here for Charizard. They're going to no-shield. Okay, that is risky. This Night Slash barely is able to do too much damage. They swap into Electivire to try to close this game out, but Obstagoon still has a shield, and it has counter, so how is this Magnezone going to be able to pull this game off? They're going to try to go for double mirror shot right here. Here comes the first one. This is going to be forcing the shield from the opponent. Very curious why they didn't shield that Night Slash in order to take out the Obstagoon, but this is going to be interesting. Here comes another mirror shot just in time to take out the Obstagoon, so it's going to go down now to the neutral damage. Now Charizard likely going to be coming back in. No, it's going to be the Venusaur. Going to try to force the hand right here. They're going to throw the mirror shot now to take out Venusaur, and it's going to be Magnezone versus Charizard, but does Charizard have Fire Spin? If it does, this Magnezone is going to go down, and no, it does not. It has Wing Attack, which means it could get to the, and they swapped to Charizard to catch the charge move right here. This Dragon Claw is going to be caught there. Beautiful catch. They go into Magnezone, get the Wild Charge off, and ladies and gentlemen, we are starting with an incredible battle and an incredible boom. Here we go. Boom! One-shots Charizard right there, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. All right, buckle up, everyone. These battles are going to be good. Next up, we got Charizard versus Crobat on the lead. Shadow Crobat. All right, let's see how they decide to play this out. They're going to go ahead and go into Electivire right here, forcing a swap out, and we do see an Escavalier come in. So they're going to build up to, oh no, okay, they fire the Wild Charge a bit early right here. They really want to try to get themselves shield advantage. That'll be huge for them in this matchup. The Electivire lets it go through. They're going to go ahead and go for Ice Punch now and force the hand of force the hand of Escavalier here to shield, which they do. And then, okay, this Escavalier is trying to load up on energy, but getting a bit greedy. Electivire now is forcing the second shield from Escavalier. This is huge, and they do get the second shield, and they're going to go ahead and throw their energy as well. This is beautiful, everyone, for a Magnezone sweep. Again, there could be a Charizard or a Swampert in the back. We don't know. But here comes the Charizard. They're going to go ahead and farm down. Here comes the charge move. Everything's basically going to be resisted except for maybe Aerial Ace if they have it. No, they're just going to go ahead and go for the Drill Run right there, and they're going to go ahead and farm down. Now, we're going to see the Crobat. No, we see a oh my goodness, the Walrein comes in. The Crobat comes in. This is a game over. Magnezone, Shadow Magnezone at that, with 2 shields and loaded energy, is about to double boom this whole team. This is looking beautiful, and the opponent does decide to surrender right there. All right, no booms in that one. All right, moving in the next battle, we have Charizard on the lead versus Typhlosion. Okay, let's see what they decide to do right here. All right, Wing Attack, Dragon Claws. We'll have to see if they decide to go for Blast Burn. They're just going to go ahead and go for Dragon Claws right here for neutral damage. Now, both of these Pokemon, it's going to come down to basically the second charge move. Who wants to shield? As Blast Burn, even though it is resisted, is still going to do quite a bit of damage. It's a very hard-hitting Fire-type move that is from Community Day. So you guys know it hits like a truck. And they do get a shield right there, which is beautiful. Now, we'll have to see what they have in the back, as obviously, like I've been stating before, if there is a Swampert anywhere, it's going to be very tough for this team. Now, that Blast Burn lands, and you guys saw how much raw damage that did. And here comes another one. They're going to go ahead and let the Charizard go down and trust in the Electivire right now to try to close, take this Typhlosion out. Ice Punch, I don't know if it's going to do enough damage. They're going to go ahead and throw the Ice Punch, though. This is going to be resisted, non-stab, so hopefully this does enough damage. Otherwise, there's a Blast Burn coming. And did it? Yes, it did. All right, we see a Gallade now come in, so something might be weak in the back to Electivire, but Wild Charges right here are going to add up. And since there's only one shield on the Gallade, I imagine we will see a boom here. And they did decide to shield right there. Okay, visual glitch. We're going to see the Electivire pop up their shield right now. Obviously, they want to try to land this next Wild Charge right here if they can. And here it comes. This is going to do a lot of damage, and they're going to have to swap right away into Magnezone because they cannot get farmed down. And it lands. They swap into the Magnezone, and there's a Walrein in the back. So Magnezone is going to take this one yet again. They're going to have to throw this Wild Charge now before the threat of an Earthquake comes through, because Gallade could still win if it lands a close combat. Boom goes the Walrein, and down goes the Gallade as well. So that is going to be a good game. Very well played. All right, moving to the next one. We got Charizard versus Walrein on the lead. We're going to see the swap into Electivire, and there's a Swampert. All right, so this is what I'm talking about, everyone. Swampert, I don't think has been too common. I know it's a very strong Pokemon for Ultra League Premier Cup Classic, so maybe it becomes a bit more common, but it's going to destroy this whole team. Absolutely destroy it, unless this Wild Charge lands. It's going to be resisted, but it still does a decent amount of damage, and it lands. So that is beautiful right here. Now, it's going to be up to Charizard in order to close this game, to take down... Oh, the Earthquake lands too. Boom! So Charizard's going to have to come in and fully farm down. Oh, no, they get some lag too. That is unfortunate. So we are going to see a Hydro Cannon come through. I imagine they could have potentially gotten close to a Dragon Claw right there. But this Swampert, I think, is going to potentially sweep. So here comes the next Hydro Cannon. But they do throw the Dragon Claw in time. If the Swampert decides to shield here, though, things are not looking good. And they decide to let it go. All right, so there is an opportunity now. They're going to go ahead and swap into Magnezone. And the final Pokemon is going to be Escavalier, which is definitely tough. They're going to need to throw this energy. But a Drill Run comes through. That is unfortunate. Magnezone needs to shield right here, and they need to get both shields from the opponent in order to potentially win. So here comes the Mirror Shot. If this gets no shielded right here by the Escavalier, that is a 5-head play. And nope, they do get the shield. That is huge. They're going to go ahead and go for Wild Charge now, forcing that second shield, and it's going to be all up to Charizard to close this game out, but I don't think it's going to have... Boom! Okay, never mind, ladies and gentlemen. We are in a game right here. Walrein still has a shield, though, and is going to be able to take out the Magnezone, and that is looking to be a good game, unfortunately, because Powder Snows and Icicle Spears here are going to be doing neutral damage. They're going to go for the Dragon Claw right here to force that shield. Blast Burn, again, is going to be doing neutral, so if they can land that, they have an opportunity, but they no-shield the Dragon Claw. That's a huge play right there, so... This is looking to be a good game. I think 2 Icicle Spears should be enough to do it. Yeah, there's one. And here comes the second one. Here comes another Dragon Claw, though, from Charizard, fighting and scratching to try to win this game, but I don't think it's going to work out. They do shield, and this is looking to be a good game right here. So they face off against very, very hard counters on the back end, and actually nearly pulled it off. If they were actually able to land the Blast Burn right there, instead of the Dragon Claw, that would have been a completely different game. All right, moving to the next one. We got a shiny Crobat there on the lead. We're going to see that swap into Electivire, and here comes a Machamp. So you definitely want to see this in the mid-game because at least counters, right, are doing neutral damage here against Electivire instead of super effective versus the Magnezone. So watch. Boom! Come on! You love to see it. The mid-game right there. Hopefully I didn't startle your earbuds, but my goodness, you guys know the risk when it comes to watching my videos. Booms will come out of left field, and they do get to another Wild Charge here in time. Is the Gallade gonna shield this one, or are we getting back-to-back booms right here? Here comes Wild Charge. No, they decided to shield. Gotta respect the boom. So Charizard now going to be coming in. Obviously, they completely took switch advantage right there, and that is very advantageous for them as they have a Magnezone now for Crobat. So this is looking to be a good game. They're going to go ahead and let the charge move go through. Close combat Leaf Blade, both still hurt, but they can survive, and they're going to go ahead and blindly swap into Magnezone, knowing that the Crobat was going to swap in, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. Okay. I told you guys these battles were going to be good after that first one. It is not disappointing. All right, so we got Dragon on what should be a Dragon here. We're going to see a swap now into Electivire, and they get to the Ice Punch in time. This Dragonite did not switch out, and maybe that is a tell that they are very weak to Electric in the back. They get a shield with Ice Punch as well, and this Dragonite is staying in. It is fearing the Electivire for whatever they have in the back. That might mean there is something like Walrein in the back, or another flyer. So we're going to see another Ice Punch come through. Electivire is sitting very, very nicely right here to force those shields from Dragonite, and they might be able to get to a third one in time. Do they get to it? No, we see the swap into Milotic to catch the charge move right here, which is perfect setup for them because they can go into Magnezone now to be able to completely obliterate this Milotic as well as the Dragonite if they load up on enough energy. Now we might see a full sweep right here with Magnezone. They're going to go ahead and block the Surf, respect the neutral damage, and they need to load up. They're going to go ahead and now go for another Wild Charge, but not in time. The Surf is going to land, and this chip damage is going to be devastating for them. Look at how much that did. They're going to go ahead and go for Wild Charge now, and we are going to see that Dragonite come in, and it might be able to win the CMP tie with the Dragon Claw. So they're going to have to swap. Will we see a swap? Are they going to go for the CMP tie? Ooh, they're going to go for it. Escavalier came in. Okay, so the Wild Charge will land. They're going to need to swap into Charizard right here, which they do, and perfectly timed because the Dragonite is going to come in and throw its energy. Hopefully this is not a Hurricane. I think it's just going to be a Dragon Claw. Yeah, it's just going to be a Dragon Claw. So the Charizard right here should be able to get to a Dragon Claw in time. Oh, the Dragonite gets the Dragon Claw off. Oh, this is going to be so close, everyone. Is it enough neutral damage? No, Charizard hangs on. Here comes the Dragon Claw. Super effective damage. And is it going to be enough to take out Dragonite? Yes, it is. Dragonite goes down. Escavalier, can it counter it down? No, the Escavalier countered down. The Magnezone is going to simultaneous KO right there. That is a tie, and that is a good game. Very well played. All right, moving to the next one, we got Charizard versus Walrein on the lead. We see the swap into Electivire and the counter swap into Trevenant. Again, Electivire on that safe swap is very nice because of Ice Punch here versus those Grass-type Pokemon, because Charizard on the lead automatically draws out the Grass, and that did quite a bit of damage for an Ice Punch with Thunder Shock as a fast move. My goodness. So we can see the Seed Bomb land. Trevenant now is in an opportunity to completely farm down with Shadow Claw, which is unfortunate for the Electivire here because Charizard is going to have to fear the potential Shadow Ball. They get shielded as well, rightfully so, and this Trevenant now is loaded on energy. So Charizard needs to come in, needs to farm down, and hopefully doesn't get hit with a Shadow Ball. This is the dangerous game you got to play. They're going to go ahead and respect it, throw up the shield here, and it is a Shadow Ball, so that is a good block. They can farm down in time as well. We will see the Walrein come back in. Here comes the Blast Burn from Charizard. Is it going to land? I imagine it will for quite a bit of neutral damage, and it does. 50% HP gone. Magnezone is now swapping in. Walrein is not swapping out. It is fearing whatever it has here, so there's got to be a flyer in the back. They're going to go ahead and throw the Mirror Shot. No shielded by the Walrein, and here comes the potential Earthquake. The Magnezone will respect it and shield. And it is the Earthquake. That is a fantastic shield right there. They get farmed down and they surrender. Had to have been a Flyer or a Charmer in the back. All right, moving next one, we got Charizard versus Walrein. Again, we're going to see that swap right away like we have multiple times. And here comes the fighter. Get to that Wild Charge. Boom it out of this game like you did before. Hopefully I didn't duplicate the battles. But here we go. Do we get another mid-game boom? No, we do not. They shielded it this time. They respect the potential boom, and we are going to see the Electivire respect the charge move and let this cross chop go. It gets subtly boomed out of the game. Now, Charizard is going to need to come in and hard farm down, But the tough thing about this is Machamp has access to Rock Slide. That is what's absolutely dangerous here in this situation. Here comes the charge move from Machamp. They got to respect the potential Rock Slide, and they may not be able to farm down. Let's see if the Machamp can get to another Rock Slide. I think they're going to have to throw the energy here. They commit to the hard farm. No, Charizard is going to no-shield. Did they count? No, it's just a cross chop. Okay. It's tough for me to count the fast moves here as I'm shoutcasting on a tiny little screen. But we do see the swap out. They're trying to go into Magnezone, and they do. What is going to be in the back? The opponent is not swapping out. They're staying in with the Walrein, and here comes the potential Earthquake. Oh man, that Charizard as well is at 100 energy, maxed out, and it's just going to be an Icicle Spear. So this is going to be dangerous, everyone. There is a potential Earthquake on the way, especially if they shield this Wild Charge. And we don't know what is in the back, but they obviously haven't swapped out. They decided to shield it. Can they get to the... No, here comes the Earthquake. Oh no. It is the Earthquake. Boom! Magnezone goes down. Here comes the instant Blast Burn. This is going to do neutral damage, but it's not going to be enough. This Charizard hopefully can farm down, and it's going to be a Crobat in the back. That is looking to be a good game. Very well played. Like I said before, the damage from Wild Charge there got shielded, and oh, that was close. They almost got to it. They almost got to it. All right, Charizard moving the next one. We got Walrein again on the lead. I think everyone's really liking Walrein on the lead in this league right now. So we're going to see Electivire swapped in like we have every single time. And Walrein this time is deciding to stay in, which means it's kind of fearing the charge move. But here comes a potential Earthquake. Oh, it's just an Icicle Spear. That is a huge call. Here comes a Gallade, and they're going to go ahead and go for double Wild Charge now. The first one might be getting a shield. If not, this is going to be a huge mid-game flip. It gets shielded. Here comes the second one, and they do get to it in time. So this might just force the second shield now from Gallade. And they do get the second shield. Charizard can now come in and farm down. I think it's going to have to throw its energy right here before it needs to give up 2 shields. As we do know, close combat is resisted, but 2 of them will be enough to take out Charizard, especially with, yeah, that's definitely going to be enough. So they're going to have to take it out. Yeah, they're going to go straight for Dragon Claw right here. Get this Gallade out of there. That way they keep shield advantage and can bring in that Magnezone. They're going to swap into Magnezone anyways to catch the charge move here. They're going to go ahead and shield. Interesting play. They want to get ahead on energy with Spark, and they're guessing that they are weak. And Walrein's going to come in to this Magnezone. Here comes the charge move. Remember, it had a lot of energy, so they got to respect the potential Earthquake. And it's just another Icicle Spear. This is going to come down to the wire. They got to throw this Wild Charge now. The Walrein is going to go down to yet another Magnezone. Boom. Here we go. Boom. Takes it out right there, and it's going to be a Sylveon in the back. So this is going to be a good game. Very well played. Mirror Shot doing super effective damage. Charizard still in the back with some energy. This is looking very good. They're going to go ahead and go for Wild Charge now. Even though it's not super effective, it definitely hits harder than Mirror Shot would, so that should be enough damage. They're going to swap into Charizard, but that's a good game. Very well played. All right, moving to the next one, we got Charizard on the lead versus Charizard again. We started this video with a mirror match, and we're going to end it with a mirror match. Let's see how this plays out. Fire Spin versus Wing Attack. Who is going to be the dominant Charizard here in the lead? Here comes the first charge move. It's going to be the Dragon Claw. A little bit of neutral damage right there, but here comes the Blast Burn in return. This hits harder than Dragon Claw, even though it is resisted. You guys know this hits like a truck, and it lands like a truck right there versus Charizard. They're probably going to throw it. No, they're going to let it go. They're going to let this next Dragon Claw go, and they're going to trust in the fast move of Wing Attack to close this game out. They swap into the Walrein, and here comes the Electivire now, and this is going to be a very interesting mid-game. Here comes the first Wild Charge now. This is probably going to be shielded, I imagine, from the Walrein. No, it's not! It gets land. Oh my goodness, it lands. They're going to let this charge move go through as well, and it is just going to be the Icicle Spear, and they hang on. What a call. Here comes the second one. They're going to let this one go too. They don't care. They do not care. They're going to bring in Magnezone now, I would imagine, to farm down. They need that energy. Yeah, they're going to bring in Magnezone now to farm down, and what is going to be in the back? Charizard decides to come back in, and it's getting farmed down with fast moves. That last Pokemon, it's going to be a Sylveon. This is a good game, very well played. Absolutely brilliant call in the mid game there to keep all of the shields, because they were obviously, or not obviously, but they were statistically going to be weak to another electric type Pokemon. So they're going to go ahead and get these mirror shots off to take out this Sylveon. Actually, Sylveon might be able to do this. Sylveon still has a shield and it has loaded energy. Charizard is low, but I think has a little bit of energy. Oh, this is going to be a race. Can they get to the mirror shot in time? Yes, they can. All right, who is worried? Who is worried? Magnezone cleans this game up very, very nicely, and that is going to be a good final battle. Very well played. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My goodness, this was a fun team to watch battle. Again, it's very weak to Swampert, but if there's no Swampert, it held its own. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Again, shout out to AJ Grossest for sharing this with us, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.